What's up, beautiful queens and kings? So today's video is actually very heartbreaking for me. I didn't post anything last week because it was a very hard week for my husband and I. We lost somebody very close to us, and it wasn't because of an illness that this person had. As far as like health wise, they were doing good. It was more so of them, or it's not them, it's a she. We lost her, and it really hit home for us because we were so close to her and we talked to her every single day. We tried to really kind of help her overcome certain situations she was currently dealing with. So what I'm really here to talk about, from the beginning of our channel, we said we were going to speak about things that are real, things that are happening that a lot of people don't like to talk about because it might be too hard, or YouTube wants to be more of a, fun, kind of an escape from reality, which I totally understand because I do that myself often. When I feel, a certain way, I go onto YouTube and I'm like, okay, I feel sad. Let me click on this person's channel and I know they're going to bring a smile to my face or make me feel better, whatever it might be. So I definitely get that. But this video really just hit home for me because I dealt with this personally whenever I was younger. And I was fortunate enough to overcome the situation. And I just feel like if there was more support out for what I'm about to say, then maybe things wouldn't happen so often, I guess, what I'm trying to say. But what I'm talking about is mental health, mental awareness. People's words really do hurt, or their actions, whether it might be, mothers and fathers speaking to their children, or children speaking to their mothers and fathers. If you're in a relationship, a friendship, any kind of, relationship that kind of has to do with another person, can sometimes become a little bit overwhelming for people. And I totally understand that. It could even be a career, like, okay, I'm feeling stuck here, or I'm not progressing in life, people are doing this and I'm not doing that. And we start to kind of blame ourselves and start to just say, well, what's wrong with me? Why am I not where they're at, or whatever the situation might be. But in this particular one, I really just want to reach out to women. I mean, I know a lot, it happens to men too, but unfortunately women, we are a little bit more sensitive, and sometimes we're not as strong as we really are, if that makes sense. Like, you might feel like you're not that strong individual that's gonna help you overcome that problem just by yourself. You might just say, hey, it's too much for me, like, I can't do it. But you really can. Like, if you reach out to people that truly, and I mean truly care for you and love you, there's so many people that love you. So I'm just gonna kind of touch base on this subject of what happened to our dear friend. I really don't want to go too deep into it just because it is very personal. It was exactly a week ago that we received the news that our dear friend Alex, she took her life. And it's very hard to talk about still because we were close to her and we really tried to help her. She wasn't in the best relationship, I would say. It wasn't very healthy. I feel like she was reaching out for help in any way that she possibly could, but she was reaching out for help from that person. And you really can't do that. You can't reach out to the person that's causing you harm to help you out, if that makes any sense. So we received the news last Thursday, March 4th. It was around 10:30 in the morning. I was at work, and my husband calls me and texts me, and the only message that I saw was Alex passed. And I just broke down into tears, because in my mind and in my heart I already knew why. And I just wish, like, she would have reached out to us more. Like I said, there's so many people that loved her. I witnessed it myself, from people leaving work, people just showing up to show support. Like, I just wish she would have felt that love that we all had for her. I felt like she was very kind of like, I don't know, she felt alone in this world, and she felt like she couldn't do it. So I just want to remind you, queens, we are strong. We can overcome things in life, even though they might seem like they're so hard, and you can't get up at, today or tomorrow, and you're just like, I can't get out of bed, it's too hard, I can't do it. How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to raise this child by myself? I don't have somebody there that's going to be there for me. I totally get it. I know so many people, not only her, I know other people that are in that same situation, that I try my hardest, literally I try my hardest to reach out to people. So what I am encouraging you from this video, if you can gather anything, is if you see somebody that is not acting how they normally would act, or they're not showing up to work, or they're making plans but canceling the plans, and a little bit of their history, and that something is wrong, reach out to them, help them. Hey, do you want to go grab a coffee? Hey, if you don't even feel comfortable leaving the house, that's fine, I'll come to you. Or, hey, do you want to talk? Like, her and I would spend hours talking on the phone, and so sad that it was always about the same subject. So I'm just like, clearly she had more of a problem that we thought it was. She needed medical assistance, medical help. She needed to be around people that could truly help her. And taking your life, in other words, committing suicide because you are not mentally okay, I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying that you can go out and you can look for help. You can look for help with your friends, family. If you can't even do that, like if you feel like uncomfortable, girls, women, queens, anybody that's like, if I can just touch 2 lives, 1 life, save one, literally it would make me feel so much better about this whole situation. It took us a whole week, today is a whole week, to actually really talk about it and say, that it is hard and that there is help. Unfortunately, like, afterwards comes the blame part. Like, oh, I wish I could have done this, or I wish I could have done that for this person. And it's a really it's kind of tough situation overall. I wish you would have reached out to me that day, or I wish you would have reached out to my husband. They were very, very close. They knew each other since high school. I only had the opportunity to have known her for the last 6 years. So either way, it's still a large amount of time that I shared good moments with her, and things that we had planned for the future that unfortunately aren't going to come true. And she had 2 beautiful girls that still need their mother, and that's the part that kind of hurts the most, because we see these girls and they're so hurt and they don't understand why. And I think when it comes to that, nobody really understands why somebody did that. I don't understand why. My husband doesn't understand why. But only she knew why, if that makes any sense. But definitely there's so many people out here to reach out to. I personally have been there myself when I was younger, and it was very difficult for me. I would definitely make another video about my situation and how I overcame that tough, very tough moment or period of my life that I could have been Alex. And thank God that I'm not, and thank God that I'm here today, and I feel very blessed for that. At that time I had the right support system to help me overcome that, but I don't want to make this video about me. This video is definitely just to raise awareness to mental health. Reach out to your neighbors, reach out to your friends, reach out to your family, especially during these hard times that things are so uncertain and you don't know if tomorrow you'll have a job to pay your bills, or if tomorrow, you know, your child might get sick. How am I going to help them get better? It's just infinite amount of problems that, you know, we go through. But that's my say-so on this. It was very hard. I definitely miss you, Alex. You will always be in our hearts, and you will always be with us in our memories. We cherish you and we value you so much, and you are truly, truly missed. Now, I am going to close out the video when my husband comes back. He does have some words to say about Alex. We don't want to make the video too long, but I do want him to speak on it because it was his best friend, like literally best friend. I couldn't understand whenever we got together. I'm like, how can you have a female best friend? That doesn't make any sense. And then the more that I got to know her, I'm just like, oh, okay, now I see why. You know, like, she has such a great heart, so helpful. She never, like, when Otis and I would argue, she would never choose sides. She'll just be like, you guys are so great together, you know, you're gonna make it, you're going to figure it out, you know, why you're having this problem right now, it's gonna be okay, you guys are gonna be okay, I love you guys together. So my last words, Alex, I know that you can hear me, and I know that you're with us, and I just want to say thank you for bringing Otis back into my life. If it wasn't for you, we would never be together right now, and we would never have made it as far as we have. We wouldn't be married. We wouldn't be a strong couple that we are. You encouraged him and pushed him to come and chase me down, girl. You did that, and for that I am forever thankful, and I love you, and you will truly be missed. One more thing, guys, I do ask that you like the video, comment, subscribe, and definitely the most important thing, if you don't do anything else, I would be very, very grateful, is that you share the video. Get the word out. Let people know that they are loved and that they matter and that their life is so precious. So reach out, share it to whoever you want to share it to, because once you get that phone call, text message, whatever it might be, you look at life completely different. And I would hate for anybody to feel what I and my husband are feeling right now. That pain is just so strong, and we just hope we can help at least one person. If it's more than that, thank God. Thank God for that. But if it's just one, I'm okay with that, because that means Alex is that one person for me, if that makes any sense. happens to anybody. If this reaches one person and that person doesn't do anything, that was because of Alex. So please help me repay this to her. I promised her a lot of things that we were going to do together, and that didn't happen. So you don't even have to like the video, you don't have to comment, subscribe. I really wanted to do this for her. However, I do ask that you share the video. The word needs to get out. We need to be more united, be together. Let's stop being so ugly to one another and using all these abusive words and putting spouses down, or children down, or mothers and fathers. Like, guys, we have one life, and once it's gone, it's gone. We can never take it back. We can never take back our undoing. So just let that kind of resonate with you, and whenever you pray next time, I ask that you pray for my dear friend, because she's missed. She's very, very so much missed.